again. We are sharing the scripture of Sunday, September 29, 26th Sunday in Ordinary Time. But first of all, again, an announcement or two. This coming Saturday, we're going to have an animal blessing here at the church on the porch at noon. Saturday, October 5 at noon, an animal blessing. Bring your critters, and we will certainly bless them. And then, again, help us with our trunk or treat Halloween candy giveaway on Saturday, October 27th at 1:30. We're going to have that. It is Saturday, isn't it? Yes. And that same day, we're going to have a chili cook-off, by the way, and while the trunk or treat is going on. So if you have candy to give us, please bring it to the office. Thank you very much. The scripture for this coming Sunday is Mark chapter 9, verses 38 and following. Again, the words of Mark are very challenging. He talks about, really, he doesn't say the word, but Jesus talks about scandal and not giving scandal. He says, whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him that a great millstone be tied around his neck and he were thrown into the sea. Well, that's about as harsh a word as you hear from Jesus in the Gospels regarding sin. Another remark, Jesus says, and it can be tied into the scandal thing. If your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. If your foot causes you to sin, cut it off. If your eye causes you to sin, cut it out. Better for you, he says, in all those cases, to enter heaven short a limb or two or an eyeball than it is to be cast into hell, into Gehenna. Again, very, very strong words regarding if there's anything that our lives do to cause scandal, give scandal, and even things that cause us to sin ourselves and give bad example, that's a scandalous kind of a life, and we're not supposed to do that. But if there is anything like that in our lives, get rid of it. That's basically what Jesus is saying. Of course, if we followed him literally, we'd have a totally crippled congregation. We'd all need another hand. We'd need another foot. We'd be half blind, half deaf. But what the Lord is saying, if you're sinning with any part of your body, basically, the bottom line is, stop it. Don't do it anymore. Stop it. Cut it off, so to speak. Cut it out. But he's not kidding. He's not kidding in that he means for us to stop it. Not to continue these kind of behaviors that are leading others astray. I think of a lot of us, I know you're not going to like it, but a lot of us who are living together these days, whether we're considering marriage or maybe we don't intend marriage, but we're living together. Even though there are as many as 90% of our people before marriage living together, even though that's so, it is sinful. It is wrong. It's forbidden in Scripture. You say where? And of course I say, look up several of the most forbidden sins that Jesus speaks of, he lists. And one of them is fornication. Adultery is another one. Fornication is different. And again, look that up in the dictionary for a definition. You just go to the good old Oxford Dictionary. And fornication is having sex with someone who is not your spouse. And by the way, the definition doesn't say comma unless you're engaged. It doesn't say that. If the person is not married to you, mm. And of course, we've given the idea to our kids, our grandkids, that this is quite all right. We're going to be answerable for the scandal we give. That scares me. I mean, I have my own ways of giving scandal, that's for sure. But one of them that scares me is things I haven't done and could have done. I look back on my life and I can think of 3 different individuals who really have issue with me, whether it's my fault or not. And the scandal is that I haven't gone back to ask them forgiveness. I have to do that. I don't know if these people are living anymore, but by not going to them, I have not helped resolve their difficulties with me. You know, they carry that poison around somehow. I know that. I've been told it. So we can spread scandal both by our actions as well as by our inactions. And we don't want to do that, do we? God bless you.